This is a really powerful love reading, and it's ruled by transformation. Okay, this couple has been going through it, and this is gonna get juicy. Okay, so this relationship has been going through a huge shift. Okay, this is bringing the two into a new level of relating. Now, on the masculine side, some of the issues were the inability to change because they feel like it's unfair. It's like whenever there was an argument, this person could not move on from the heavy feelings, and this is most likely due to some past trauma, past pains that this person just couldn't get over, you know? On the feminine side, this feminine felt that and was not able to open up. There was mistrust, there was miscommunication, walls were up, there was skepticism in regards to committing. It was just a very closed off energy, okay? Now this couple was heavily influenced by the energy of the devil. And it was driven by seduction, and it was possibly just like a really sexual relationship, and that really clouded both of these people's judgment. Like, they most likely began a sexual relationship very quickly, okay? And it really clouded both of their judgments. Now, I feel like because this Queen of Swords shows up in the upright, that the feminine was the one that kind of came into the realization that this relationship needed to be completed, like it needed to be broken off, because I do feel like either there's a separation or there is distance or like heavy turmoil in this relationship, okay? On the masculine side, this relationship, this feminine was like their wish fulfillment. It was like exactly what they wanted. It was the one that they wanted, that they called in, they manifested this. But they lacked the maturity to move forward with this, okay? Like, they lacked maturity to sustain this relationship. It overwhelmed them. On the feminine side, this feminine could have found some information or heard some information or just gathered enough data in regards to communication that was had to finally realize the truth of what was going on in this relationship, that it was just unsustainable. And the tower came down, and you can, although I used a different deck here, the Two of Cups is here, and it is said that these are the people that are being thrown out of the tower. Actually, no, I'm sorry. It's the people from the Four of Wands. If you remember, if you look up the traditional picture of art of the Four of Wands, where there's commitment, these two are being thrown out of the tower. Okay? So I feel like this tower was just inevitable. Like, the tower of the devil needed to come down, okay? This relationship was riddled with toxic patterns and toxic communication and immaturity, and just, it was unwell, you know? But this relationship is destined. This is a fated union. There's no way around it, okay? The wheel has turned, and there is now clarity ruling. You can see the Sphinx holding the sword, and it's almost like both of these people are having a lot of realizations in regards to this relationship, okay? Now, there is guidance that comes in here, and with the Princess of Shells and the Two of Wands, the Princess of Shells being the Page of Cups, there's a flicker of hope. Someone, through their realization, through their clarity, realizes that they need to come to a vulnerable state. And I feel like with the Page of Cups that there's some kind of romantic or maybe just like emotional communication. Even an apology could be like made here, okay? Someone could come in finally like clear and, you know, taking a good look at things and being like, you know what, I've been immature, I've, you know, had the inability to be vulnerable, but now here I am making this apology, okay? Now, with the Wheel of Fortune, coming back to the Wheel of Fortune and the Lovers, this is a fated choice, okay? There's gonna have to be a choice made here, and it's going to require letting go of the fear, letting go of holding on to pain and resentment, and finally opening up to the realization that this is what they want, you know, that these lovers want each other and they want to be with each other. Now, we know that the lovers mirror each other, okay? So both of these, the masculine and the feminine, are evolving, okay? Through the work that they do on their own, they are helping the other to evolve and grow, and vice versa, okay? Both of them are doing work. Now, this is why it's not going to fit for everybody, because there in this reading there is a masculine that is really immature, and there is a feminine that is super closed off. So there's a need for both vulnerability and letting go of the walls, of putting down the walls, breaking down the walls. There you go. Is that going to happen? We don't know. You know, the story really is about evolving and growing through this relationship, yet there is still a choice that needs to be made. There is a lot of love here, and there is potential for both of these people to grow together and grow their love together. But another aspect of the guidance is that there is a need to move a little bit slower. Maybe not rush into things, not allow the, the heavy chemistry to be what leads the relationship, and instead to allow it to be the guidance of the divine, okay? Because this relationship has been brought together by the divine. Whew. Interesting story here. And I hope that this helps. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and I'll see you in another reading soon. Take care.